Hi and welcome back to Avie Talks. My name is Avie. I'm your host, and today we're gonna talk. Um, don't mind Drake in the background. So, on our last video, we would have touched on your name, accepting who you are, and choosing the decisions that are gonna determine what character, what personality you're gonna carry going forward. And I just wanted to put it out there. I've returned to TikTok, so I'll be doing short form content on there. I'll try to put some of the stuff over here. Just wanted to let you guys know, but we're gonna continue our episodes on here as normal. I took the lipstick off, and so just in case you guys wondering. So on today's topic, what I really want to further discuss on is your mind, right? For any of the ladies that are on here, if you guys recently went through a breakup or just some form of heartache or whatever it is, this might be the perfect video for you so that you can snap out of it as fast as possible. So, any of the guys who are on here, while most of what I'm saying is going to be mostly tailored to the ladies, let's say you're a dad and you have a daughter, you can apply it to your daughter, or you have a little sister, or you have a female best friend, or you just want to maybe take the tips and maybe switch it so you can apply it to yourself. That helps a lot. This is not going to be one of those videos to say, oh, how to get the man back and how to make him regret messing with you and how to... we don't have time for none of that. To know how to do this and how to do that. This video is for the people who are more conscious or more aware of themselves and what they want, and is not really gonna to get under another one. So I created this ebook bundle. It's called Get Over Him, Get Under You. If you are interested in it, currently it's for 10 US available. It's a package where you get a 3-week practical guide with exercises and everything to basically get through your heartbreak. You also get affirmation, journaling prompts, and shadow work prompts, and details on all of it as well if you are a bit confused about it. And then I have a package in there that is basically designed to help you rewire your subconscious mind, meaning whatever thoughts and beliefs that you have in your subconscious mind is really what creates the reality that you exist in. And I know a lot of us, especially myself, been there, done that. We end up in relationships that are basically repeating patterns over and over and over. So sometimes you might ask yourself and say, oh, all man is the same, all woman is the same, whatever. But really and truly, the only common denominator in every of these situations is actually you. So, and trust me, I'm not saying this to call anybody else a problem or acting like if I'm perfect, because I have experienced it as well. And that's the only how I'm in this situation right now, where I can confidently come on here and say, it's really all in your head. It's all in your mind. And you are the one that creates the life that you want to experience. You attract the type of people that you want in your life. And on the last video, I did raise some awareness on that and told you that what your decisions are, the decisions that you make, whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to always create a ripple effect. It's always going to come back up. It's what creates your life algorithm, basically. So if you have just gone through one, or you want to basically get over or want to help your daughter or whoever, stick to the end of the video. Sorry that the intro was so long. So basically, it's not a step-by-step, step one, step two. It's like this. When you are looking for a partner, right? A lot of people go based off of what or who they're attracted to. So it might be somebody tall, might be somebody light-skinned, somebody with muscles, somebody with tattoos. But your mission or your aim should actually never be to look for something in another person. A lot of the times we outsource to get things from people that we're missing within ourselves. So one thing could be, you're probably looking for a strong man, right? Why do you want a strong man? Maybe to help you move appliances, or to help you move things, or because you don't want to do no heavy lifting. You probably might want a rich man. Why do you want a rich man? Maybe because you don't actually have any money of your own, or you just don't want to have to work a 9 to 5. Or you don't want to have to work at all. Or you might just want a man that's attractive. Maybe because you want to make other women jealous that, oh, I got the most attractive man in the world. But the reality is, it's never really a case of you want somebody else. It's more you want what you don't have within yourself, or you want to feel something that you're unable to experience for yourself. So you can't show yourself off as being the handsome man because you are not a handsome man, or being, the strong man or woman because you are not a strong man or woman. So you're going to be seeking that from somebody else. And the reality is that is something that I had to learn the hard way, right? Because I made a list. I've got a list of what I had a list of what I was looking for in a partner, right? And the first list that I created a monster in my life. I attracted a monster in my life because I was like, oh my gosh, he meets the list, da 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 da. And then it was like, okay, wait, no, that's not right. So I had to refine the list. And when I refined the list, and I wasn't aware of what I'm telling you guys right now, it was just more a situation of, you know what? I don't like what I attracted. It wasn't, So I refined the list, and I don't want to say I found a dream man, but I found somebody that was really close, like almost everything that is on the list, like everything. There is one more thing that probably hasn't checked off on the list yet, but it's not that I'm using the list to attract a person, but I use the list to see what I'm missing in myself and how can I give myself that feeling so that when I do meet that person, I can truly experience what I'm trying to experience. But the thing is, you cannot accept something if you don't know what it feels like. So if you don't know what safety feels like when you get a safe man, you're not going to know how to handle that. Or a safe woman, you're not going to know how to handle that. If you for yourself don't know, I hope I don't hear that my belly making noise. If you for yourself don't know what love feels like, or how to give love to someone, like, or how to accept love when you meet somebody else, that is not, it's gonna be like hell for you. Because a lot of the times it's not a situation where we want a better person. It's more a case where we want to be a better person, or we want to have a better experience. And the reality is, a lot of the things that you want to experience is not far out of your reach. It's actually right there. The only issue is you are not doing anything differently to have that experience. And as much as, what the hell? Sorry, I'm feeling like something moving on my nose. As much as we like to say, oh, I'm doing the work and I'm healing and I'm working on myself, the things that I see that it is be showing us on the internet that is considered healing, baby, that is not healing. That is you grooming on your outside. That is you taking care of your body. That is you buying new clothes, eating fancy food, watching TV, going out. But a lot of people don't spend time in silence up inside here to see what's really going on. So you might have certain issues that you don't know what the issues are, and you might think, oh, taking care of myself and getting new clothes and being softer and learning how to seduce and manipulate people is going to help you. But if you have not dealt with your issues, your areas of lack within yourself, when you get another person, it doesn't matter how much self-care healing that you do. If you don't do any of the subconscious healing, then it really doesn't make any sense. And I know it's hard to say, and somebody might say, oh, well, that's what you think, but I got somebody great after that. Yes, but at the same time, did you actually have any issues up here that you did not deal with? Because a lot of people think that they're traumatized and they need healing, but they don't actually need healing. They just need care and attention and time. But then there are some people who have actually been traumatized, maybe from childhood or things that they see and experience. And these are the people who are not necessarily, you say damaged, but they're the ones who have the damaging experiences. Because some people, when they're really young and they have experiences that are traumatizing, this is a time in your life when your mind is very supple and soft and easy to be, programmed, because you're just a baby. Like, you don't really know what's going on. But from the time you get to a situation or like an age, or you meet a person that is new and is different, and your subconscious mind or your body is not accustomed to that, you would start seeing certain sides of yourself popping out that you didn't know existed. So like me, for example, I had attachment wounds, and abandonment, like these things, they went hand in hand for me, and I didn't know that I had those things until I met my boyfriend. And I don't like to say boyfriend, I like to say partner, until I met my partner. And then along the line, I'm like, okay, I don't feel comfortable about this that he's doing. But then I asked myself, wait, is he even doing anything wrong? Like, it took a while to really get there, because in my mind, I felt like I was the good guy and I wasn't, and I wasn't. And it's not that I was a bad person, but it's just that I had so much that I did not deal with, that finding somebody who does not mean me any harm made me harm them, because I did not deal with my stuff. And why I mention that is because some of us think that people are hurting us because they choose to leave, or they choose to get someone else, or they might lie to you or whatever. But that can mainly happen sometimes because you are doing things to them that makes them want to show that side of themselves. There's this, oh my God, there is this thing in the law of attraction community, and law of assumption and quantum physics and all of these things, where we talk about how people are mirrors and reflections of you. And I talked about that in the last video. So if you are constantly having, if you are constantly having a certain experience with people, then it's a confirmation that they are mirroring you. It's something that you need to work on. So somebody might be cheating on you, lying on you, doing whatever. Yes, it's a character thing with them, but why did you attract that person that does that? Like, what is it about you that is attracting those type of people? You stop for a while and you ask yourself that. And when you ask yourself that and you get the answer, then you realize, hey, maybe there's some things within myself that I gotta work on, that I ain't worked on. So I just realized this is so cute. I think it's my way to speak. Anyways, like, what have you not worked on within yourself that has certain situations happening to you, like in your relationships? So I don't want to make this video too long, because we focus here is not about relationships and breakups and all of these things. It's more about healing and your subconscious mind, the power of the subconscious mind. If you haven't read that ebook, if you have not read that book or listened to the audiobook, I believe in Keys to the Kingdom, there's a playlist on my channel. You guys can go check it out. Matter of fact, I just always say I would link things, but I actually does never rewatch my videos. I just upload it as is, so I just never know where to put the link thing. But The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, the audiobook, is in the playlist. If you haven't actually checked it out yet, you probably should. Don't go look at the summary. You probably should listen to the book. It's 8 hours long, I'm sorry. But you can split it up, listen to it while you're cleaning, while you're going to work, instead of playing music all the time. That is also another thing that we have to talk about, because music on the subconscious mind is very powerful. And if you don't know, now you know. To be careful what you're putting into your mind through the power of music, through lyrics and words. You see, people don't realize, they think that when you're actually consciously listening to something, that is when it has the most effect on you. And the reality is, it does not have that big of an effect until it's playing in the background and you don't know what's playing. You can't really focus on it. Your conscious mind is the one that is actually listening. Your subconscious mind is the one that is listening, soaking, downloading, and it's responsible for how you behave and act. So somebody might say, oh, you're only listening to Asata gangster music. Watch how you go turn out like them. And you never turn out like them. I have banker friends that listen to real, thing. And they are decent people in society. And then I have friends that they don't necessarily listen to it, but they are menaces because it plays in their surroundings. They see things like that happening all the time without them actually paying attention. It's like they grow up in communities where certain things like that happen, or it's in their family, or movies play, videos play. Their friends are like that. It's a lot of the times the people who are the menaces are not the ones who are sitting in between the menaces. It's the ones who are not really around the menaces, but they are subconsciously paying attention to it. So why I even mention that, a lot of the times your behaviors are not necessarily to say that you are a bad person and that's why you're attracting bad people, but it can have a lot to do with you are listening to things that are causing you to react in a way, and that's why you're getting the result. So let's say, and I ain't bashing nobody's music or whatever you listen to, your musical taste or whatever, but let's say you're only listening to, Glow, like Glorilla and Lato and these people. I mean, some of them sing about some stuff that is like decent, but a lot of the stuff is like treating men bad and, not being respectful and giving their body away and all of these things, and you listening to that, let's say subconsciously it's playing while you're going to work, you're not even consciously listening, you're just there because of the vibe and you're dancing, or you're going in parties where it's playing, or it's just in the movies, or that's why you're playing when you're at home, and you're wondering, why is it I'm attracting guys who are dogging me out, for lack of a better word, or why is it I'm attracting people that are treating me like these women just get treated? Because your subconscious mind has been soaking in their words and their behaviors and their programming, and that is how you have been acting. That's how you show up, that's how you present yourself, the things you say, the things you do. That is why you are attracting those people. Yeah, I'm cooking, I know, that's the reality of it. So if you want a different result when it comes to relationships and stuff, you gotta make and do something different. And this is why I created a bundle about doing the self-care work behind it and the mental work behind it, yes, but you also have to rewire your subconscious mind and try to create a new path of thinking, try to create a new path of being without actually deconstructing your whole self from the jump. The shadow work prompts in there, if you guys don't know what those things are, because a lot of people say, oh, shadow work, this, that, and whatever, it's when you look within yourself and deal with the things that you suppressed, or the side of you that you don't want people to know exists, or you are not proud of. There are things within you, or behaviors or beliefs or whatever, that you don't actually know that it's affecting the way that you do things. And with the prompts, it makes you dig deeper within yourself, ask questions like, why do I do this? Why do I accept this? With the affirmations as well, affirmations are very powerful. I took my time and got you guys 50 very powerful affirmations that you can use on a day-to-day basis if you want. Now remember, I like to make it clear to people, I am not trying to get you to go get the product. All I'm trying to do is raise awareness that this is certain things that people don't really tell you, because it's never really discussed like that, especially in the Caribbean where I'm from. It's not known. I had to figure this out by myself, by looking at months of videos and experiencing stuff and praying and crying and questioning. And we're going to do another video about how when you ask a question, you get an answer. Your brain actually gets you an answer, or some would say God gets you an answer. But we'll talk about that another time. And trust me, when you figure out that hack and you start using that to your advantage, life starts feeling magical. Rest assured, it's going to feel magical. But before you can actually get the full effects of that, you have to heal. You have to go deep within the subconscious and remove the things that are limiting you. You have to do things differently. Change what you listen to, change where you go, who you interact with, what you talk to, the decisions you make. You must change if you want a better life, if you want better results. And I know we started off talking about this video about a breakup, and now we're talking about changing your mind. The reality is, if this person was for you, whatever it is caused the breakup would not have caused the breakup. Like, you guys would not have broken up. And when I say that, I mean, if you were in alignment with who you are, like what you want to experience is not what you experience here. So if you were who you were supposed to be, you would not have had this experience with that person. Like, if they were supposed to be what you want to experience. So let's say you want to experience Prince Charming, but deep down on the inside, you are Anastasia or Grisella or whatever. You're not going to get Cinderella treatment. In order to get the Cinderella treatment that you want, in order to get Prince Charming, you have to start acting like Cinderella. Otherwise, I don't know who you're going to attract. I don't know. One of them bad boy princes. I don't know. Who wasn't making any sense? Lord Farquaad from Shrek. You're going to attract that. Because on the inside, you ain't doing good. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the video today, sticking to the end. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever it is you have to do. And see you again next time. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. Remember, my name is the same name everywhere, so follow. Go look for me. Anyways, have a great day and take care of you guys. Bye.